gosh. Well, anyways, hey everyone, it's Quentin, and I'm going to give you some tips today. Some tips on what to say, what to ask, or in particular, what not to say and what not to ask a transgender person. So, let's begin. I have 9, so we'll see how quickly we can get through this. Because this is like my 4th time on this video and it's driving me nuts. Anyways, 1, we don't want to hear how large cisgendered men's packages are. So, if you were born a male and you identify as a male, why? Why do we need to know that? Do you have are you compensating for something that may or may not actually be the truth? It's nasty. You wouldn't talk to your mother about the size of your nether regions, so why would anyone else on this planet want to know that? Number 2, we don't want to hear that you can't tell that we were born a different gender. That's the point, people. That is the point of being transgender. We don't identify with the way the bodies that we were born in, so we are changing our physical appearance to match the inside. Okay? It's really that simple. Not hard at all. Number 3, what's your real name? Well, my real name is Quentin Roosevelt Cave. If you're talking about my birth name, you will never know. If you don't already know, you will never know it. It's that simple. Number 4, when did you choose to be trans? It's not a choice, because if it was a choice, do you really think that any transgender person would choose to go through this? It sucks. That's putting it lightly. Trans people are getting murdered for being trans. Do you really think that we would choose to put ourselves in risk? Choose to put ourselves at risk? No. This is not a choice. This is not easy. This is... Every day I walk out this door wondering if someone's going to call me a girl. Like that's my worst fear. So, I'm lucky that I haven't had any violent outbursts, but not everyone is. And so, yeah, it's not a choice. Don't ask us. Number 5, what's in your pants? Well, typically I have chapstick. You can't live without chapstick. And I have my phone and my ID, my student ID. And I always carry nowadays I carry my dorm room keys. And sometimes, depending on if I'm going off campus or not, I grab my wallet, because you can't drive without your driver's license, or you shouldn't drive without your driver's license. Sometimes you have Kleenex or something like that in your pocket, because I have had a cold for 3 weeks now, and if I cough in this video, that is proof, because I've been fighting a cough since I started. So that's what's in my pants, and yeah, don't ask me any other... That's the kind of answer you're going to get when you ask me that question, if you ask me that question. Number 6, so does this mean that you're just gay? For me, no, I'm not gay. I identify as a straight man, okay? It means I am a man who likes women. There are plenty of trans people out there that identify as gay or lesbian or bisexual or pansexual or asexual or any of the other sexualities that there are out there, because there's a laundry list of them these days. But for me, no, I'm not gay. Does not make me gay, does not make me a lesbian, does not make the woman that I may or may not date, that doesn't make them gay or lesbian or however. That's not how it works. Gender identity and sexuality are two completely different things. So, yeah. It's not, no. Number 7, can I call you tranny? No, you may not. That is an extremely derogatory term. And if one transgender person gives you permission to call them that, that does not mean that every transgender person will be okay with you calling them that. So don't walk up and be like, oh, my friend's transgender, and they tell me I can call you a tranny. No, they told you that you can call them a tranny. If you call me a tranny, in my head, I will be punching you in the face. In real life, I will just look at you with a blank stare. And for all of you that know that I can do this, it's an art form. I will look at you with a blank stare, and then I will just turn around and walk away. Like I can do that. I'm a pro at that. Just ask Dwayne. Or ask Eli, my roommate Eli. He gets it a lot too. Number 8. Have you had the surgery yet? Well, I've had my wisdom teeth taken out. That's technically a surgery. And I've had 2 abdominal surgeries because I've had cysts in my belly that needed to be removed. Those are the surgeries that I've had. Is that what you're talking about? Because if you're talking about anything else, that would be extremely private information that I probably will not share if you ask me in a very, very, very disrespectful way. Now, granted, there are better ways to ask questions like this. And most of the time, I will just be like, no, I haven't had the surgery. Like, if you're my friend and you ask me in a respectful way, even if you're not my friend and you ask me in a respectful way, I'm an open book. But the moment that you disrespect me, you won't get anything else out of me. Not even a hi. Not even an acknowledgement that you exist in the world. Number 9. So wait, you go into the men's bathroom just to sit down and pee? Yeah, I go into the men's bathroom because I'm a man. And how I do my business is none of your business. Like, really? Again, there are questions that you can ask, okay? You have to be respectful. Well, you don't have to be, but you should be respectful when you ask people this question, because most likely the transgender person that you're asking these questions to is going to be almost as uncomfortable about this question as you are. And for me, I can see it when you're trying to, when people are being nice about it. I know you're trying to ask me the question because most of the time, some people will be like, can I ask you a personal question? Or they'll be like, are you gonna, a lot of people will just kind of just tiptoe around the question, trying to figure out the right way to say it. And most of the time I will finish. The son just have the surgery? Yeah. I'm going to have to answer those questions for you, I'm going to have top surgery. I'm most likely going to have bottom surgery. We shall see. If you want to do research into that, go right ahead. Just be aware, you're going to research bottom surgery. You might want to let someone know if you live with them, because it's going to maybe look like you're looking at a bunch of porn. Strange porn. You're not going to see any, sex or anything, but you're going to be looking at things that maybe you don't want other people seeing and assuming about. But yeah, moral of the story, there is a right way and a wrong way to ask questions, and if you're really that curious, go ahead and ask me. If you want to know something, go ahead and ask me. Like I said, I'm an open book. If you don't get a response, most likely you said the wrong thing. So just be conscientious, just be respectful, be a good person, really. Don't be an ass. I don't know if I can say ass on the internet anymore. I don't know. I haven't read all the regulations for posting on YouTube. But, yeah, be a nice person. Going through life being a scared, ignorant dumbass is just not the way to go. Educate yourself, and if you have to use the internet, if you have to use people asking questions, then do it. Otherwise, just keep your mouth shut.